Hello, Bante.
Yeah, Thero Sannai. Hello. Hope you can hear me.
Hello. Yes, I'll just put a bit more volume. Somehow more quiet today. Good. So, may I open the first question and answer session?
Yes. Carry on, please.
Okay, so we have 12 participants. So, basically we'll go half of the group in one day, the second half of the group the other day. Most of them said they speak English, so they will directly communicate with you in English.
Right.
And few said that they will try, and if it doesn't work, then Lukáš will translate their interview from Slovak into English, and then your answer back to Slovak.
Okay, fine.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to start?
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear?
Yes,
Hi.
yes, can hear.
Okay. So actually, I don't have any question, but only what I notice is that I've got a headache, and the pain, like in my head, it's constantly coming back. I try to label it as a pain, or maybe I label it in more details, like stabbing pain or dull pain, but and then disappears. But like after I don't know, few breathings, let's say, or like it also happens during Chankamana, and it's coming back. So it's not nothing serious, but like it's coming back.
Yeah. I mean, were you able to have a good sleep on yesterday?
Sorry, say again?
Were you able to have good sleep on yesterday, or are you disturbed?
Yeah, I had very good sleep. Yeah, I had very good sleep tonight.
Okay. So, I mean, in the morning also you experience it? Or, I mean, from the beginning of your day, did you experience it?
Yeah, actually, I would say yes. Yeah, I know it's like the first day, and I'm coming from like the busy work, so
Right.
I guess it will disappear gradually. But well, we'll see. It's all just the first day, so
fine. So basically, I mean, you need to give some sort of resting period for yourself if you are from a fairly busy life, because it takes some time for you to settle to this situation. So probably you can have that's what I want to check, whether you had good sleep, because this sleep is in a way important at the beginning, because our body also exhausted, mind also fairly tired when you are doing continuously on work. But when it comes to the retreat situation, so we are trying to relax ourselves, and it requires several days for us to adjust to this new situation.
okay.
Yeah. So hope you can have some good Ceylon tea if you have.
Yeah, I will try some tricks in my mind. And like,
Yeah. Okay.
tell it that but I think it will be fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just like also a constant thought about past activities like from my life and some memories. But like I'm trying to label it and then it disappears. So
Fine.
I guess with this headache it will be the same. It will disappear gradually.
Yeah. So I mean, let them come. I mean, even those past memories and all these things, without trying to suppress them. So because if you start to suppress them with some force, so it can cause some sort of a headache. But instead of that, if you are being little compassionate to yourself, So these past memories are there in the mind, so now they are popping up, they are coming out. So let me just acknowledge them, just accept them, and then let them go. So likewise, if you are being little flexible to them, accepting them, then you are not trying to go against them. So that way you are not creating unnecessary tension in yourself. So that also helps.
I'm not suppressing them. I'm just like labeling them.
Yeah.
And like I look at them like, okay, this is just a memory or just thought.
Correct.
Or this is also like I have some kind of a feeling. Like during the Chankamana, I had a feeling of like joy. Like I was very happy.
Good.
Like
Good.
for 2 seconds. And
Good.
Okay. Also, I label it as a joy, and then I continued. But
Yeah.
it was
So
nice.
there are also probably
But,
that's a small thing. So without using the name, in the sense that you are recognizing joy as joy, but you don't need to verbalize it. So you know what I mean?
I don't need to recognize it.
No. You need to recognize. You are recognizing it, but you are not using words. Joy, joy, joy. You don't need to say like that. Rather, you simply acknowledge it and recognize it is joy.
Yeah, I know, but like it helps me more when I label it, when I name it. So, for example, with this pain, when I name it, it helps me to disappear. You know, I don't know. It's just my way of like dealing with the subjects which are coming to me, and when I name them, then they disappear.
Yeah, I mean definitely. So this is one method. So where you are using the label, you are using the noting, so it is accepted, no argument. But as you are continuing it, so suppose you are able to come across a very silent mind. So during that kind of a silent mind, so if you are trying to note, what I mean is using words, verbalize, then it is basically disturbing that silence mind. So at that time you can quietly note it. You know what I mean? Quietly noting it, quietly labeling it, without making any words, without verbalizing, just recognizing it, quietly recognizing it.
Yeah, but there is a risk when I will just recognize it. There is a risk that, like, you know, the mind will develop into thinking, and I just stop it with the name it. So I stop this process of the thinking. So that's why I'm doing it. But yes, I can try just recognize it and not name it.
Yeah. So later you can try that. I mean, once the mindfulness is fairly developed and you are able to experience fairly silent mind, probably you can try this method as well.
Okay. So thank you for all your advice. So
fine.
I will pass the microphone to someone else.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. We came yesterday, also me, and I'm a little bit tired. So during concentration, falling asleep, but I'm trying this very simple practice, focusing on inhaling, exhaling, like raising, my abdomen is raising and then is falling when I exhale. And I think if I'm very optimistic, I can focus about maybe 20% of the whole meditation, and between I have thoughts and more I have images, like spontaneous images. And then I recognize, and then I come back. and then a little bit falling asleep, and then again coming back to raising and falling of my belly. So basically that's all what I am doing, and also I realized that I have some pain. I have a little bit stiff neck. It can be also after journey by train, and it's a new place and a new bed. But that's all at the moment.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, these are some initial problems. So definitely you are in the correct track, and it seems that you are able to handle them properly. You may continue the practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yes.
Good. You are doing well. Good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
You can hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. It's very good situation for me, as I traveled yesterday here. It was very fine to take a meditation after. It was for me interesting because of silence inside, and it was something for me possible to go deeper than usual. And now in this morning it was not so. It was a little bit opposite, but always good experience. And for me it's very important to stabilize my mind, not to be outside, to be inside, to be in the body, to go deeper and deeper. And very good is not to think about, but to go in the words, just to feel and to observe. Then I hope it will be very good for me to be here. Thank you.
Yeah. So as you very beautifully mentioned, that is really nice to just to feel and observe. So with a very quiet mind, with a silent mind. So that actually helps the mind to further calm down, further settle yourself, and to appreciate the ongoing present moment experience.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it seems that you are not new to meditation, so you have some experience, it seems. So hope you are practicing for a long time. Are you?
Yes, I have experiences.
Yeah. So this is actually, it takes some time for someone to come to this level, because typically initially mind wanders, but now you are able to recognize that behavior of the mind and then calm it down, and now it has fairly settled, and now you don't need to verbalize, rather you can simply feel, you can simply recognize. So that further calms down the mind. So it protects the silence of the mind.
I think, yes, I can feel it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's important to have it in every situation.
Yeah, that's true. So are you able to, now suppose you are sitting under a tree. So at that time, suppose you are looking at something. At that time, are you able to maintain a silent mind?
Yes, I can, not every time,
Yeah.
but I am able.
So during the walking meditation, Are you able to do that?
Today not. It was longer.
Right.
But before, as I did it, it was better.
Right. Good.
For
Slowly.
today, it was not.
Yeah. Slowly
not so
come.
good.
Yeah. Slowly come to that level. So. Yeah. As you are improving mindfulness slowly, so you will be able to regain that skill.
Oh yes.
Good.
I feel it. That's a very yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah. I can hear you.
You can hear me, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I will speak Slovak and I think I need translation.
Okay.
Takže I'm not sure now if Lukáš do translation or...
Yes, I can do translation or Ninka can do as you like. Okay, dobre, okay. So I'm going to translate, okay.
Thank you. Takže chcem sa spýtať, že pri pomalej chôdzi mi prišiel občas nejaký pocit vďaka nejakej myšlienke a ja som sa snažila ostať s tým pocitom.
While doing the walking meditation, a feeling occurred to me that came about due to a certain thought, and then I have tried to stay with that feeling.
Bolo to pre mňa prekvapivé, aký pocit prišiel.
For me it was surprising what kind of feeling appeared.
Všimla som si, že je to pocit, ktorému predchádza nejaká obava.
I have noticed
myšlienka.
Feeling that is previously there was a fear-based thought that triggered that kind of feeling.
A bolo pre mňa zaujímavé ostať v tom pocite a občas teda som mala takú otázku, že či teda sa mám vrácať na tú koncentráciu do pocitu chôdze a nôh, alebo teda, že či môžem proste ostať v tom pocite dlhšie.
I was wondering whether I should come back to the primary object or to the feeling of walking or placement of the feet or touch the feet of the ground, or whether I should rather stay with that feeling that I described previously.
Ale teda zistila som, že ide to aj naraz, ale chcela som to teda nejakým spôsobom nastoliť.
I have noticed I can do simultaneously both. I can stay with both at the same time, but I just want to have it well established or Yeah,
on this kind of situation, actually, the typical approach is to come back to the primary object. But if you are confident that you can handle the new feeling, you can observe that as well. Because now it is opening yourself to a different or new domain, and you are now ready to do that, and you have some confidence on doing that. So therefore, no harm in observing that feeling as well.
Takže takéto situácii je typické sa vrátiť späť na ten primárny objekt, ale pokiaľ už si oboznámená alebo už si zbehla v meditácii a v tomto prípade môžeš tiež zotrvať s týmto pocitom, pretože už si akoby pripravená a máš dôveru, čiže není tiež žiadna škoda alebo není zlé pozorovať tento pocit alebo zotrvať v tomto pozorovaní pocit.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, Bante.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
I want to ask if there is another way how to deal with the pain except of labeling. What I'm experiencing is that as my mind is more and more peaceful, I can more feel the pain in my stomach. It's a long-term problem, but normally I don't feel it that much. But with more peaceful mind, it's becoming more visible, and it's kind of taking all my attention and it's becoming like a primary meditation object. For a while it's okay, but after some time, the mind starts like fighting with the pain. So I tried also labeling. It works for a while, but not always. So if there is another way how to deal with this.
Yeah. So at the beginning, I mean, if you are a newcomer to the practice, so sometimes actually immediately going to deal with pain is difficult because it's still the mind is not settled and you are still want to have kind of a pleasant feeling. That is what you are expecting, but still what is happening is the pain. So you are now trying to go into look at it. So it is somewhat troublesome. So are you new to the practice?
I'm not new to the practice, but this is like a long-term problem. So it's not the pain from kind of a meditation. It's a physical pain, but normally it's not that strong. Only when the mind becomes very peaceful, it becomes stronger. I can feel it much more at that time.
Yeah. So this is in a way then kind of a natural thing, because when our mind become well collected, fairly concentrated, so that concentrated mind recognize even a small thing with a somewhat magnified level. So that is the nature of the concentrated mind. But if you can use it properly, then you can get some advantage for vipassana, because this is a good object for you to observe. There is a pain and you are able to keep your attention there. You are well focused there, and now you are trying to observe it. You are now trying to get some benefit from it. Which one are you using as the primary object? Are you using rising and falling or breathing, or what is your primary object basically?
Primary object is breathing, nose.
Right.
But normally, bigger time of the meditation is the pain, the primary object, because it becomes stronger. So I'm observing the pain.
Yeah, time to time, if you are observing the primary object, breathing, and suppose that your breathing calms down and you can recognize in breath and out breath at the beginning, but now that difference has gone, that difference has disappeared, only it has just a minor feeling, so that indicates that the breathing has fairly calmed down. So at that time, if this pain is available, then probably start to observe that, because you are already having fair amount of concentration through the mindfulness of breathing practice, and that generated concentration can be used to observe this new pain or whatever the feeling a result, because you are already having some developed skill through mindfulness on breathing. So that skill can be used to further carefully observe this new pain. So no harm in doing that, but only thing is sometimes if you can't bear it, then you may have to change your posture a little and you have to adjust to yourself so that the pain is reduced. But sometimes there are people who are quite strong and they have a lot of endurance. So even with pain, so they simply endure it. They are trying to be patient with it and trying to get the advantage of it by observing it again and again. Yeah. So if you feel you are not confident enough in doing that, no problem. I mean, you can little change the posture and let it little calm down, and then you can observe that small pain or little pain, rather than struggling with a kind of unbearable pain.
Yeah, in walking meditation, it becomes much smaller, like I don't feel it anymore.
Right.
So at the beginning of the meditation, it's okay. It only builds up during the sitting meditation. But I understand what you said is that I should build up the concentration, and with that, it should be easier to observe.
Yeah.
Observe it.
Yeah, because with the concentration you feel that you are confident that now the mind is not going here and there, and mind is capable of now observing this pain for a long period of time, and you consider it as a kind of an experiment. It's a kind of opportunity for you to given to understand what really this pain is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Bante, this seems it's all. There are no online participants either, and the other participants from Femiavoria, they will come tomorrow, because I thought 6 for a day would be enough, but it was kind of like short and up to the point, and so we did it quickly.
Okay.
Since it's the first day, and so I would thank you very much for your time, and I don't know where the other participants are. They might be walking somewhere in the area, so it will be hard to go and pick them up now. So for today, this will be all, and then tomorrow the other part of the group will come and have an interview with you.
Okay. Yeah. Fine.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
Okay.
you, Bante.
So
we'll get in touch again at the Dhamma talk.
okay. Fine. Thero Sannai.